We are. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Codex Station After Dark Comics Unleashed. I'm your host tonight, Sal the Slab Guy. Right now, joining me is the Ric Flair of comics, Uncle Gary.
Woo!
Soon to be in the channel will be Dan the Man Kelly. He's just running a little bit behind, but he'll be online. Jamie's taking a night off, so it's just going to be the three of us, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you say Jamie? Did you say Jamie was chasing some behind?
Jason, yep, he was chasing some behind tonight. So
that's a worthy call. That's what my younger days. That's something I might do. But,
more power.
We're old now.
There we go.
We've already caught the behind. There we go. There's the man.
Isn't Jamie on tonight?
No. Nope.
Jamie's going to take the night off.
Nope.
Oh, I thought he was.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But evidently, Dan, people have lives we didn't know about.
It's unfortunate.
Get out of town. That's impossible.
Yeah, I know. Oh, the old folks are holding down the fort, though.
Where else would you rather be on a Saturday night but with us? Come on.
There you go. Dan, if Likely had a pedicure, he'd have been in bounds. That was brutal.
Well, if the refs had called a fair game instead of letting the Chiefs get away with murder, then it might have been different.
Well, as my grandfather used to tell me, he says, "Hell, boy, you can't beat both of them, the refs and the other team."
I mean, I really don't like blaming. I think it's usually cheap to blame the refs, but in this case, like they keep penalizing the Ravens for, for one thing, and the Chiefs are doing the exact same thing, and they're not penalizing them at all for it. And then the Chiefs tackle is jumping, is false starting literally every single play, and they don't call it at all. And the reason that they put this illegal formation rule in to begin with was because of what the Chiefs were doing in the Super Bowl last year. So,
Well,
it's rough. Don't call it evenly.
Well, it also doesn't help that the Ravens line is.
Yep.
Well, did you lose two in free agency and a coach to death?
Oh no, the Ravens lost 3 starting offensive linemen.
3.
They lost their left tackle Ronnie Stanley. He's a mid-level player at best now. Their left guard, the left guard left. They still have the center, and then the right guard left, and the right tackle they traded to the Jets.
Okay. Hey, Dan, do you have any back issues to show off tonight? Hey, Bougie. Oh, you got some good stuff.
I got
you, sir. Will go first then when we jump into this. Okay.
I just have a couple things to show.
I only have a couple back issues and some slabs to show, but we'll do our pools. We'll talk about anything we like or don't like, and then we'll circle back and do back issues for each one of us. Okay.
No, forget trivia. I got trivia for you.
Oh, I didn't do trivia. All right, you can do the trivia tonight.
Well, I'm
I
sure
did not.
Well, we always seem to come up with it off the cuff.
Off the cuff, yeah. Let's see if I can. See if I got anything I could just use.
Oh, Boozy, go Raiders. They can go right to the loss column when they play Baltimore next week.
Ow.
Don't antagonize. We're supposed to be neutral. No antagonizing.
No, he was telling me, I'll let the cab out. He was telling me he couldn't comment on the question of the day on the character of the day page today because he was trash talking some MAGA idiot on a hardcore page, and the guy got pissy and reported him because, like I told him, as much as these MAGA guys like to call other people snowflake, they get their feelings hurt real easy. And so he got, a little temporary ban from Facebook. I told him, I was like, you should have really pissed the guy off and told him you were going to start a hardcore band called 1 Inch to the Right.
Oh, shit. Chris likes to fight with the MAGA people. And I said, why? It's just useless. It's just You know,
I got a buddy of mine that likes to stir the pot on both sides. He's more neutral. But he
That's
stirs
me.
the pot on both sides.
I do that too. There's a lot of times I start typing out a comment to something or a response, and then I just look at it and I'm like,
why?
I just don't have the energy for this.
Yeah.
Once I start going, like I refuse to let some other idiot have the last word, and I'll start typing, and I'll just be like, sometimes I'm in the mood where I'm like, all right, I'm ready for a good go, a good back and forth, and sometimes just like, nah. I'm just like, no, I don't feel like it today.
Well, the thing is, hey, Adam, you're not going to change any minds on there.
Oh,
right?
I know.
Everybody that's where they're at, they're locked into their position. You're not going to change any minds, and it's just, I think what really hurts these days is we just can't, people can't get together and have a civil debate when they have, really, thoughtful viewpoints of things that they might want to portray, and it just,
my policy is I try and always keep it civil until the other person wants to jump down in the mud. And as soon as they want to jump down in the mud, I'll say, okay, you don't want to be civil anymore. Then it's time for me to let you know that, your dad should have just let you drip down his leg.
Oh, see, there's where you took it. There's you went there.
I'm so glad we're in the pre-show.
Yes.
Oh, that's not even the worst that
A buddy of mine was playing deck hockey, and he was a goalie, and he was, I got you now, Riley. He would always say, "Man, Gary, you're always so quick, and you got things to say." And these people, they piss me off all the time, and I don't know what to say. I said, "Well, the next time you want to say something, next time somebody insults you, whatever, I just say, what you should do is say, hey, you ought to be nicer to me, because I'd have been your daddy, but the dog beat me up the steps." Started a brawl. He started a brawl.
Nice.
I mean that the dude went nuts, and a lot of the guys that are playing deck hockey there, they're playing because they want to do one thing. They just want to fight. and that's exactly what happened. So it got into a big, so he said it was great because the dude lost his mind.
Oh, you watch a good hockey movie about fighting. I know Sal's seen it. Watch the movie Goon.
Oh yeah,
with Sean William Scott. They made a sequel to it too, which is okay, but it's not as good as
that was horrible.
I didn't think it was horrible. It just wasn't as good.
Horrible.
Another classic is of course the
Slapshot.
Slapshot. Yeah.
Yep.
The Hanson brothers. The Hanson brothers.
I'm learning to listen to the song.
The Hanson brothers bought their little cars and trucks with them.
Oh yeah, I like what Paul Newman goes to the owner after he drops him off. He goes, "You cheap bastard." He goes, "I got a good deal on those boys." He's like, "They brought their effing toys."
Yeah.
And of course, for all the comic guys out there, McCracken, the guy that was on screen, McCracken was the guy that John Byrne based Wolverine's look on when he takes the mask off.
Ogie Oglethorpe.
Yeah.
Oglethorpe, I thought it was McCracken.
I can't remember, but I know who you're talking about.
I thought it was Ogie Oglethorpe, but maybe I'm wrong.
I mean,
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Because the guy's not on screen very long.
Oh.
No, it's not. It's just at the end. Yeah.
But Burns saw him and was like, "That's exactly it."
Well, okay, so he based his version of Wolverine on there. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Well, no, because he was the first one to draw Wolverine without the mask, wasn't he? It was Byrne. Or was I don't know if Cockrum did or not.
I thought Cockrum. I thought they had gone out a night on the town and Cockrum had drawn him without the mask. But I'll have to look in my archives to see. But I had thought that that Cockrum had drawn him without the mask, but maybe not.
I'd have to check.
Maybe.
I just remember reading something about Byrne picking him because.
All right, we'll check that out. Look that up. Are you guys ready to start the show? Start showing off some pools, talking about this week's stuff?
Yeah, why not?
All right. let's go ahead and kick
Why
this off, ladies and gentlemen.
It was
I think we're gonna
Dr. Hook.
Dr. Hook. That's right. So it is McCracken, not the Ogie Oglethorpe guy.
Yeah.
Dr. Hook. Yep. He wanted to change his name to like Killer or something like that.
Well, he'd
All
been
right,
in jail.
ladies and gentlemen, we will see you guys in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, Dr. Hook, Tim McCracken.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Well, Wolverine was around before that. He just based the look of Wolverine when he takes the mask off on that character. And then now that you know that, when you go back and watch Slapshot and you see McCracken on there, you can be like, damn, that does look exactly the way John Byrne drew Wolverine. The mutton chops and the look of the face and all that.
Yep. All right, folks. We'll see you in about 30, 45 seconds.
All right. Let's do this.
And Gary's camera is black. There he is. All right. Hey, folks, welcome to the Codex Station's After Dark Comics Unleashed. I'm your host tonight, Sal the Slab Guy. I'm joined by Dan the Man Kelly and, of course, the Ric Flair of comics down below. How you guys doing tonight?
Woo!
Doing all right.
Doing all right.
All right. Jamie's taking the night off, so it's just the three of us, and we're going to do some back issue pulls, talk about some stuff that we don't like, or maybe like about what's new and released. And then we'll show off some back issues, and then we'll jump into Uncle Gary's showcase. And Uncle Gary, what's the secret word of the showcase tonight?
You know what makes the dream work, right?
Teamwork.
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 Yeah.
Cocaine was number two. Was the number two answer?
Yeah, cocaine was that close to being the slogan.
I guess. I guess it depends on what your dreams are.
Yeah. Well,
that also true.
So Phil McCracken, I know I've told you guys this before, but remember in was a Clash of the Titans where they had the great line, "Release the Kraken."
Release the Kraken.
Oh, the girl.
Yeah, the gal I went to high school was named Joan McCracken. Had the healthiest set of lungs in the school. Let's say, I mean, Power Girl size lungs.
Wow.
And after we saw that movie, all we could think about was release the McCrackens. That's all.
There you go.
That's all we could think about. Was getting her to release the McCrackens.
All right. Always a good thing.
Oh,
all right, let's get some business out of the way here, folks. I will go here first. You can always find me on Sal's Comic Corner under YouTube or as the Slab Guy 77 on Instagram when I'm not here on the Codex Station. So you can always check me out there. Dan, where can people find you when you're not here on Codex?
They can find me on Instagram. I just got to put this up real quick.
Okay.
Dan was right. Dan was right. It doesn't happen very often.
It doesn't happen very often, but he was right this time.
Eric Clapton would agree.
Yeah. All right. If you can check me out on Instagram at Dan Kelly Art. It's easy to find because I just got a new logo that is collected on my profile pic.
That's a very cool one. That's a very cool logo.
Thank you. And these stickers are on the way, so they should be here just in time for Baltimore Comic-Con. So
his logo is kind of like that.
A little bit.
So,
yeah.
We will. Hopefully those and the prints that I got made will be here in time for Baltimore. So, yeah.
Release the Krakens.
Release the.
Definitely. All right. Why don't you introduce that guy below you?
Well, I was getting ready to you.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
sorry. My mouth's shut.
Yeah.
No, you didn't say go Raiders. Don't jump on Sal.
Yeah, I mean, he's the man that needs no introduction, the curator of the Library of Comics. He's bought comics from here to there, everywhere, all over the globe. Women want him, men want to be him. Comic creators line, most people go to comic shows and have to wait in line to get creators to sign their books. He goes to the convention and sits down, and the creators line up so that they can come and sign his books.
That's right.
The Ric Flair of comics, one Uncle Gary.
Woo, Dan, that was an extra special saucy today. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Yep, and the new logo is awesome. Check out Dan and his work, and come to Baltimore and you can get some of his work in the flesh, in person, and you can press the flesh and meet that man up there,
Right over there,
right over there,
right over there.
But you can also meet that fella in Baltimore too.
I will be there as well.
I'll be in Baltimore too.
Of course you
Jamie
will.
might be in Baltimore. Tim might be in Baltimore. The whole Comic Lodge. Mighty Mike Harbor will definitely be in Baltimore. That's my roommate, so I know he'll be in Baltimore. So we'll we will have a good time. So anybody that can make it, please come see us. But if you can't catch me in Baltimore, you go to this place right here, Comic Logic. We're Loudoun County, Virginia's only comic book store, and you can catch me there every Wednesday, getting my fix, getting that full color ink, getting it right in there in the bloodstream, baby, making them arms pop, the veins bulge. I told you before, reading comics make you strong. Start out with one little book. Then the next thing you know, you are hefting long boxes of books and you're stacking them to the ceiling and you get jacked and you get packed. Comic books make you strong. Do some push-ups too. All right, so catch us there. And at Comic Logic, we also do a Thursday night Facebook Live show with Ye Grumpier Old Nerds. That's Mighty Mike Harbor, who you've seen on this channel, our principal owner Rob Kalin and I, and we talk old man nonsense. A couple weeks ago, we did our Super Bowl picks, and I picked Dan's team to win the Super Bowl, the old Ravens. So hopefully that'll still congeal and come together. So we shall see. But come view that with us. At Comic Lodge, we have a couple events coming up. We will be at Baltimore, and we would love to see you there. Also, on September 28th, I believe it is. It's a Saturday. We'll be at a local shop in Ashburn, Virginia, a coffee house called Blend, and we'll have a little mini setup with trade paperbacks and things like that. I think we'll see non-usual comic clientele there, so I'm going to bring some nice trades that tell complete stories that I think I can encourage people to partake of and get them hooked into the hobby. I look forward to that. And then we have our Fall Lot Con. Our Fall Lot Con is where we turn our parking lot into a mini Comic Con, and it'll be on Sunday, October 27th. Please come see us. And last year, we were graced with the presence of not only Sal and Dan, but their lovely families. And to see their daughters there, dressed for Halloween, getting candy at all the booths. It's kind of a trunk or treat situation there. We would love to have you. It's a great family-friendly atmosphere. So please come see us for our Fall Lot Con. We would love to have you.
Let me ask you something really quick before you jump to the next part. That second, where you're going to be at that coffee shop, you said, on the 28th. Is that going to interfere with the Submission Saturday that you guys usually have?
Submission Saturday is from 2 to 4, and Kent should still be at Comic Logic. That's everybody. Kent Hubbs from the Comic Hub. The event at the coffee shop will be from 4 to 7, but we'll be a little location down the road, but it'll be me, Mike, and one of our other owners, Marissa, who will be there, Maury. So it'll be the three of us. But what's still going on at Comic Logic, Submission Saturday, the 2nd and 4th Saturday out of every month. If you're in the Northern Virginia area, Sal uses Kent. Kent cleans his books, presses his books, and then submits them, to CGC. So it's a pretty nice deal there, pretty nice service that we can offer on our premises. And as Sal can attest, Kent does good work.
He does. And I will be there on the 28th. I am bringing another friend of mine who's big in the baseball cards. And he's going to see about getting some baseball cards pressed and graded.
Well, I didn't realize that Kent had ventured into that too.
He does. He has.
Well, good on him. Well, good job. So maybe so maybe I swing by there before I go to the other place to see you. So we'll work that out. This is also the time where we want to give some love to our good buddy Archduke Kevy, who started the Comic Character of the Day site. That is a site that we all became acquainted on, and it's a great site. It's it's a wonderful place for like-minded.
Oh, did you
I
freeze?
post,
There
yep,
he is.
I post the cover of the day every day on that site. Today was Ghost Rider. Thank you, Boosh. Thank you, brother. I post the cover of the day. Dan does a random panel of the day, a question of the day. Sal's always comment. Make sure we're giving you what you want. I mean, today Archduke Kevy picked Robbie Reyes, but I figured any old Ghost Rider would do. So I did the original Marvel Ghost Rider, which was on horseback. So that
Definitely
was
cool.
Yeah, that was definitely cool to put him up there and put that cover on there. And so we have a good time on that site. And again, it's the reason we all became acquainted and became a great fertile feeding ground to, get us over to this wonderful site where we are here today and where we are having our moderator that is running the show tonight, the one and only Sal the Slab Guy. And again, I've told y'all, especially if we're getting into Halloween season, it's really important to understand his origins. He's not the Slab Guy because of these books that are behind him in slabs. He's the Slab the Guy because he worked in the Maryland State Morgue, and he was in the morgue, and that's where he was, and he had an affinity for slabs and cadavers, and they just thought, this guy really is into his work, and they started calling him Sal the Slab Guy. So when he found out that comics could be encased in plastic and preserved like that for eternity, it just made him think how wonderful. It just gave him a warm feeling that he would get whenever he would pull out one of those big sliding slabs in the morgue. And so he thought that this is something he could have in his home, because taking dead bodies and putting them into home, it's frowned upon. But he could get these beautiful, wonderful pieces of 4-color art, slab them, and he could open drawers, and there they are laid out before him. So Sal the Slab Guy's origin is from the city morgue. But you know what? We love him for that, and we are so happy that he has migrated over from cadavers to comics. So the one, the only Sal the Slab Guy.
And real quick, what'd you say, Gary? He found out when you do what with books, when you put them in the slab? Well, people don't know too that when he worked in the morgue, there was other things that he would put in to the bodies.
No.
You want to see a magic trick? Watch it disappear. Abracadabra.
Wow. Well, listen, I'm sure that's a villain's backstory. I'm sure Dan is talking about Sal was a mortician and was embalming them. That's the only fluid Sal was putting in them, was embalming fluid. Let's not yes, please don't make us
not go down that road.
Yeah, he was simply embalming them. That's all he was doing.
And I have to
that's
update
that's what they call it now. For anybody that wants to know what I'm talking about, go listen to the song Code Blue by TSOL.
Oh, no.
Okay. I got to update you, Gary. It's not only the Maryland State Morgue, but it was Hell's Kitchen.
Oh.
I was the Slab Guy at.
Oh, Hell's Kitchen. Wow.
Yes.
Man. you had a lot of customers in, didn't you?
I did. Anyway, folks, you can always see the Codex Station on any social media. Just head on over to any social media, type at the Codex Station, and you can find us. Gary, what do we have here?
Well, if you didn't know before, after that Sal the Slab Guy story, then you know that we at the Codex Station, we have all the socials.
Thanks, Bougie.
And we're
that would be a good villain name, Corpse Freak.
Yeah,
Corpse Freak.
That's something from Savage Dragon.
There you go. Absolutely. We have all the socials, and we'd love nothing better than to give them to you.
That's right. And when you're done checking all that out, head on over to thecodexstation.com, meet the team, buy some merch, and see all our back histories, see our origin stories, as you might say, and so much more. So that's, once again, thecodexstation.com, designed by this man right there, Mr. IT himself.
I think everybody watching this show's got enough smarts to know I didn't design anything with a computer. So.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's start off with our weekly pools. Dan, go first and show us what you got. And
show us your stuff, Dan.
Show us your stuff, man.
Show us
No,
your stuff,
comic
yeah.
books. Show us your comic books, please. And if there's anything you want to talk about on one of these books, good or bad, hit it up.
Hello, Talking Geek.
Hey, Talking Geek. Welcome to the show.
I'll start
Hello.
with the DC stuff. The first one I got is
There's
Oh,
Sal.
hey, there you go.
There's that,
There we
with
go.
that pretty Oriole on his shirt.
No, that's not it.
Oh,
Is this
hold
it?
on. Want me to fix
That's
it?
it.
There you
There
go.
we go.
That's it.
There
All
we
right,
go.
so the first one I got, this one I actually picked up for Jamie. They sold out of it at his shop, and he asked one of us to pick it up. So it's Plastic Man #1, and he wanted the variant cover. So they had like 3 or 4 copies of the regular cover and 1 variant. So I got him this one, the
Oh,
Mike
there you
Howard
go.
cover.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Got Justice Society of America #11.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, it's a good book. The variant for this was really good too. I'm almost positive that Gary got it and we'll be showing it off shortly.
What? Maybe
The
more
new,
than one.
The new Batman 152.
Oh, he's macking on Catwoman.
That's right.
Absolute Power #3. I've been digging this, and I also appreciate it's only 4 issues, so for their big crossover. So 1 more to go after this, and we'll have it complete, and then we'll see what's coming up next. Other than we know they're bringing Justice League back. Yeah, that is a cool. It is a cool cover there. All right, for indies, I got Scarlet #4.
Nice.
So, 1 more issue left of this, 2 more of Destro, and then the new G.I. Joe book. I got Public Domain number 8, written and drawn by Chip Zdarsky, which is a really
That
cool
should be
book.
interesting.
Rook Exodus #5.
I love this book. I can't wait to read this.
Yeah, and this is a super cool cover too.
Who's doing the artwork for that?
It's Jason Fabok.
Okay.
And for Marvel, I got I'm sure that this isn't going to be any good. It's just another one of those stupid Infinity Watch things. Moon Knight Annual #1.
Yeah, I passed on that one. I didn't pick it up.
I read the annual from a week ago or 2 weeks ago, the Hulk one. I kind of enjoyed that. It was just a great big Hulk fight. And you know what? If you're going to do a Hulk book and just make it a big fight, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. My assessment of the Infinity Watch book when they launched it is canceled after 10 issues. I'm going to stick by that.
I agree with that.
This book, which has been fantastic so far, Get Fury #5.
Yeah,
right.
It has been.
Has been super awesome. And the last new book I got this week is Daredevil issue 13.
Look at that punch.
This has been good.
Uppercut,
This has been
baby.
a really good book too. And yeah, I've been digging what's going on with it, especially the last issue or 2.
Okay. Very cool. All right, Gary, do you want to go next for your weekly pools?
Sure. Why not?
And then I'll go last for weekly pools.
All
And then we'll
right.
circle around for back issues.
And then we shall circle around. All right. Let's see. I'm just making sure what I got here. All right. So we are good.
All right, McConaughey.
Go. Okay. All right. I just saw him. He was on the Texas was beating the hell out of Michigan today, and McConaughey was on the sideline reveling in it. So, McConaughey, who grew up in Texas, you know what his favorite pro team is?
It's the Redskins.
He has the Redskins. That's right.
I did not know
Or
that, actually.
Washington. I should
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he was a Redskin fan, so you could say Redskins. So anyway, but yeah, I think he wanted to be contrary because everybody around him was a Cowboy fan, so he was not interested in repeating that. All right. Oh, shoot, I just had trying to figure. Oh, here's my Marvels. So yeah, I knew I was a little discombobulated. So my Marvels, I got Exceptional X-Men #1.
Yep.
I haven't read it yet. We'll see if it's exceptional. So I don't know. We'll find out. Ultimates #4.
Oh, I missed that. They must have sold out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ultimates 4.
Damn it.
If they don't have one, let me know. I'll get
They
you one.
don't. They don't, because I would have picked it up.
Okay, I'll try to remember to get one next time I go.
Sure.
Mighty
If you don't,
Thor.
I think I got an extra coming from Heroes Corner.
Oh,
Okay.
cool. Thanks.
Well, there we go. It's already saw. Great. Look at that cover.
That is a nice
Beautiful
cover.
Thor.
Yeah.
Beautiful Thor.
The covers are great. It's too bad the interiors are.
Well,
Not.
I know.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Hulk. Oh, by the way, Philip Kennedy Johnson just announced this week will be at Baltimore. So,
Nice. Yep, that's right.
So we should be able to. Dan, I'll pin him down and we'll get an interview time.
Yeah, I've emailed him a couple times, but I know he was traveling, so
he was traveling and he's getting ready to do his last tour with the U.S. Army Band. For those who don't know, the writer of this, he's in the U.S. Army Band. He's a 20-year man in the Army, so he's been serving our country, and he's a great musician. In addition to being a great writer, the Fellspire Chronicles, subtitled "The Last God," that he did this hardback. He did this great book. That thing, he wrote music for this. He wrote songs for this. Yeah, Talking Geek. That cover is amazing.
Talking Geek. 100%.
He wrote legends and myths for this thing. I mean, oh my God, what a universe he created! You know, amazing. So Philip Kennedy Johnson, really cool dude. So we'll see him. Like Dan, Get Fury is really good. I look forward to it. And then Daredevil getting the Kingpin sandwich. Getting the fish sandwich there.
The knuckle sandwich.
Knuckle sandwich. Like it's like Sal said, that's a vicious uppercut right there. All right, let's do some a little bit independent action now. The Blood Brothers Mother. So Azarello, Rizzo. There's his back.
All those story books are the oversized, right? Like the Marvel graphic novels they used to do.
Yep. So there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's almost magazine size, or just?
Yeah, I'd say magazine size. Yeah.
Okay.
So here we go. That's the best way to do it. Yeah. So, yep, the magazine size. So, I enjoyed the first issue. You know, listen, it's a Western, so I'm easy that way. Show me a Western, I'm interested. So, I'm in. Flash Gordon.
Yep.
The art, I love the art on this book.
I do too.
I love the art. I mean, I'm really enjoying Flash Gordon and Space Ghost. Really, really enjoying it. Cruel Universe.
First issue of Johnny Quest was really good too.
First issue of Quest was really good. And you know what I thought was interesting is it really continued on from the free comic book day. It didn't rehash pages. Right. I got this for Damien. He needed the second issue of Epitaphs from the Abyss.
Hold on, you're frozen. Your screen's frozen here. Are you still there? Oh, I think he froze out on us.
Yeah.
Someone take a screenshot of this.
You're literally sitting at a computer.
I know. I'm gonna do it.
All right. I guess you wanna show yours off until he
when he pops back on, we'll switch over to him. All right. So this week, I don't have much on pools this week. Oh, wait a minute. There he is. He's back. You got him?
There we go.
All right, there he is. Let's go ahead. So you're back up there, Gary. No sound. No sound.
You
probably want to close it out. Close it out and come back in with the link. Okay? I don't read lips, so I don't know. Just close it out. Hit the X. We'll let him close that out and come back in. Still, we'll jump to mine. So I'll start with my independent. I have one, and it's Lady Macanica. Looks like a really cool cover. I have no idea about this book. This is a totally pick up because of the cover type situation. Is he back?
Still no sound though.
Still no sound, Gary? I don't know.
No.
Jeez. No. All right. We'll figure him out in a second. His connection and everything seems fine on this end, though. All right, so I'll keep going, and we'll circle back to you, Gary. Incredible Hulk number 16. This has been an awesome series so far. Really love this, and I love the artwork too.
Oh, except for the fill-in artist.
Yeah.
It will be at Baltimore Comic-Con.
Yeah. Okay, so I also picked up Exceptional X-Men. I read it. It was okay. I didn't find it exceptional, like Gary said. Um,
I
have
mean,
a
I don't
feeling-
think they're going to put out a book that's called Just Okay X-Men.
yeah, I know, but the whole so many X books now. I just feel like they're gonna redo it all. Are you back, Gary? Do we have sound?
Yeah, I have sound now. So but you
Okay.
finish up.
Alright.
Finish up.
All right, I'll
Finish
finish
up,
up.
finish-
All right.
Yep.
So I've got Spider-Man #2 Venom War, which has actually been pretty good. Peter's now in control of the Venom symbiote, and he's basically he's become the neutral party because both Dylan and Eddie Brock want the Venom symbiote back, and he's like, we have to solve this issue first, and until we do, I'm holding on to the Venom symbiotes for right now. So pretty cool. So this is another Venom War 2. So this is a alternate cover. I believe this is the alternate. Was this one? This is the A cover. I'm sorry. This was the variant cover, and I'll have more variant covers probably next week.
I like the A cover on that. Yeah.
Yeah,
It does. Yeah, that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And of course, we have a nice little foily action of Exceptional X-Men.
Oh,
And that's
cool.
interesting because it makes it look like it's her diamond form.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's it for Marvel. And then my only DC is Batman 152.
Thank you, Talking Geek.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Talking
hey,
Geek.
thank you, Talking Geek. Great. Thank you
Appreciate
for joining.
that.
Appreciate that. Go check out YouTube and see all the content that's not available yet that you can see by being a member. All right, Gary, that's all my pulls for this week. So I'm going to put you back front and center, and you can finish up
All
your
right,
stuff.
let's see if I can finish this without the internet kicking me off. So for my good buddy Damian Hill, he needed a copy of Epitaphs from the Abyss #2, and what's
Nice.
better than a dude getting a nail into the skull? You know,
Yeah.
that's always fun. All right, also Rook Exodus.
Oh,
This
yeah.
might be my favorite book of the year. That's a great cover too.
That is a great
That
cover.
is.
Man, I tell you what, I really, really do dig that book. Oh, a little Firefly action.
Nice.
Yeah,
Looks like a Western there.
it is what.
Oh, that's what Firefly was.
I know. I'm
Mhm.
joking.
I know. Trade paperback Zorro Man of the Dead, one of my favorite books of the year.
That's a great
love,
cover.
love
it is.
this book. Love this book. So, Sean Murphy, just great stuff. So, a lot of fun. All
What's
right.
the price tag on that
let's go
Zorro
to
book?
Oh, let's see what's the price tag on that Zorro trade. I think it's 5-issue mini, and it's $17.99.
Oh, 17.
$17.99, and I believe it was 5 issues, possibly 4,
Okay.
4 or 5. But it's I enjoyed it. One of my favorite reads of the year. Just a lot of fun. All right. Speaking of a lot of fun, how about some Poison Ivy?
Oh,
There
I've
you
seen some of
go.
the variants with her. Did you get some of the variants on this?
I did not on it this week. I considered it, but I'm like, man, I am just variants are killing me. There's one book I had 4 variants of this week, so I got.
Yeah.
There's the A cover of Plastic Man No More. So I look forward to reading that. I've had some people tell me it's a good book. This is a reprint of the Trinity story that was in the back of, I guess it was World's Finest, and they just put it all together in one volume, so I went ahead and got it. So that's dealing with Trinity, which is
Awesome.
Wonder Woman's daughter, and then Jonathan, Superman's son, and then Damian, as they're growing up a bit. Boy Wonder. I think this is the last issue. I know Junie Ba is really good, but the art is just killing me on this thing. So,
Hey, Mr. Keith. Happy Saturday. I just got back from a play called House of Ideas here in Chicago about Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, and creating Marvel.
wow,
Nice.
that's an interesting show.
How
What'd you think of it?
was it? Was there any known actors in it? Yeah, let us know in the comments if there were any well-known actors in it and how the show was. That'd be
Well,
That'd
even more than that, how well did they represent the true inner workings of the Lee Kirby thing?
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I'd love to know if House Roy made an appearance. All right. JSA, the newest issue of JSA. That's a lot going on in that cover.
He did.
It's
He
awesome,
made an
though.
appearance. He walked on stage halfway through and then declared that he created the play.
Yeah, there you go. That would have done. Here is the fantastic cover.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
that is
Yeah.
a cool cover.
I think that's a Harris, right? I think that's who did that. Yeah, that is he's done a series of them. And you
Yeah.
know, I had to get this one too. Dr. Fate
Yep.
at the top there.
Nice.
So,
Yep.
That's cool.
love that. And you know, I'm like, all right, I'll get this one too. So
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that.
I'm a freak for the JSA, so you know they suckered me into
No.
all of them.
Are you?
Yeah, I know. Birds of Prey. I've enjoyed that title. Eager to read what should be the last issue of this series, which I've really liked, is Penguin. And
Okay.
I got an alternate cover for this. Usually you don't say Penguin's badass. This is a badass Penguin cover.
Oh man,
And that's
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. That's pretty good.
Isn't that great? I mean,
What?
it's
Yeah.
What issue is that?
12.
Oh, it's a 12-issue series.
I believe it ends at 12. Yeah. So it's been a good series. Tom King has written it.
Tom
Yeah,
King says, I
JSA
love those JSA covers. Yeah.
Absolutely, brother. The Batman book. I should have had this with Birds of Prey, but this is the Birds of Prey alternate with the canary with the
Oh.
different costumes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
All right, Mr.
Because
Keith
they
says he did a pretty good job treating both Lee and Kirby and how they were both stuck in circumstances. No names outside some friends of mine, but that's Chicago storefront theater for you. Okay.
Well, that sounds like a show that Sonny should have been in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
All respectable comic fans of JSA. Yep.
Damn right, Bougie.
That's true.
Yeah.
First superhero team.
Begat all the other teams. Absolutely. This is Batman alternate.
Yeah, that's a cool alternate cover.
Yeah. Love it. So this is what they're doing this month with the costumes of the characters, which is pretty cool. Absolute Power.
Because they've been doing covers like a series of covers for a while. I remember the Nightwing one where the one Nightwing is like turned around, like kind of looking over his shoulder.
Yeah.
And here's the Absolute Power variant.
Oh
that's
man,
cool.
that's awesome.
Yeah, superheroes in chains, paraded through the streets. Waller up there, you know, watching.
Sal, you should get that, and you should get it slabbed so that when it comes back, you have the problem of trying to figure out how to display
Do
it.
it sideways.
Yeah. I know.
But
Jeez.
I got the Nightwing trade, number 4 in the series of is that
Nice.
Taylor doing this? Who is it? Yeah, Taylor. Nightwing's been really pretty good lately. A fun
Yeah,
book.
it has. Yeah.
So I got that.
His run's ending on it, right? And there's someone new taking it over.
Yeah, sure is. So that's it for just 2 other kind of new books. This is, I don't think my daughter's watching. This will be for her.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
She likes stuff like that. And then that's for one daughter. And this for my youngest. She loves Kelly Jones.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
yeah. Yeah,
so,
that's a cool cover.
and that does it for new stuff.
Okay. All right, Dan, you ready to show off that massive pile of back issues you got?
Yeah, first thing I'm going to show off is this thing I got from eBay. I think I mentioned it before. So we did the yeah, that's what I was saying. We did the comic character of the week episode on not this last week, but the week before on the Rocketeer, and Dave Stevens' own sister was nice enough to join us in the chat for it. And
Yes.
Goddamn camera doing. And
Oh, hello.
Whoa.
Camera
I'm
fail.
glad he's wearing pants.
We all are.
not the ladies. Anyway, so she's got the Rocketeer Trust where she is in charge of all the Rocketeer stuff. So as you can guess, when he died, he left a lot of stuff behind. So she prints and art and things like that. So she has a eBay store, and she has an Instagram page, and then she also has an eBay store and an Etsy store where she sells some of the stuff. So I got something I've been thinking about getting for a while, and I finally pulled the trigger, and it's pretty cheap too. This postcard set. It's 4 postcards, and she said that she just kind of found them. She's not sure that they're all
That's funny. Shoes wear pants. What is this madness?
And she said, in the listing, she said she's not sure if they're all part of one set or not, but she just put them together to sell them that way. So I would say, check it out. This is the card for it.
Nice.
There you go.
That came with it, and that's the back of it.
Oh,
Very cool.
Art for ARF's sake.
ARF's sake. Like
nice.
it.
Yeah. So, yeah, Bougie. Yeah, if you go back and go back and watch it, she's in the chat. She adds some things in the beginning of the episode and then kind of towards the end, but not as much in the middle. But yeah, she was, since she was there the whole time. So
yeah, we didn't know she was still there, and then she added something at the end. We're like, oh, we kept her. Damn.
Yeah. So I got these 4 postcards. So this is one the
awesome
here.
Oh, yeah, great Betty Page cover he did. Yep. That book's pricey too.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good book. I've got that one too. Yeah.
Let me see.
So
That's
cool.
awesome, Dan.
And the final one.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get these, they still have, she still has sets of them that are available on eBay as like $25 for them, which I thought was with free shipping too. So I thought that
Free
was
shipping.
Yeah, $25 for the 4 set, and then she also included the card and then some stickers. So we got this one.
Oh, there you go. A nice view of Betty.
And this one.
Oh, so cool.
And
oh, that's a great one. Look at that. Love that.
I like that.
so yeah, $25 I thought was a fair price for these because it's not like they're gonna make them again. And then I got these little they're 4x6, they're postcard size, and I got these little frames from Walmart that were like $1 each. So I'm gonna frame them and hang them up somewhere down here. And she's got other cool stuff on there too, like prints and and the DVDs of the movie that was made about them and all that.
So does she have what's the eBay handle that we could look up when we're searching eBay, or just search Rocketeer?
Let me hold the card up again for anyone that wants to see it. Yeah, it was so on it's ebay.com ebay.com /USR Dave_Stevens_state, and on Etsy it's the Rocketeer Trust. So I'll just pull that up. Anybody that's interested, give it a screenshot. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, Dan.
And
That's
it's
awesome.
also on Instagram as the Rocketeer Trust, and I think there's links to the stuff on there too. So
Okay, very good.
So it's worth checking out. Yeah, thank you, Bougie. That was a fun episode for us to do.
It sure was, and what a great character.
Yeah, and
I'm sorry I had to miss that one.
Yeah, well, we had help. Old Mike filled in admirably.
yeah. And so I also went to Time Warp Comics when I was down in Southern Maryland the other day for a fantasy football draft, and I got this stack.
Whoa, look at that.
You're like Tim at McKay's.
Yeah, so it's a lot of dollar books and some that weren't dollar books, but as always, you pay in cash, you get a deal.
Yes,
And
you do.
Keith, the guy that owns it, he hates seeing people put books back and not get books that they want. So he'll just, some of the stuff he told me, because I had put it back and I was like, yeah, the list I took with me of stuff that I need. We all have that list. I thought it was the current one, and then when I was looking at it, I realized like, oh, this, because I'm like 10 issues away from completing the X-Man run, and he had a bunch of them there. So I was like, oh, let me see if I can finish it out, and it's not on my list. I'm like, oh, so this is the old one. So there were some books that were like $5 books, and I was like, I don't remember if I have these or not. So it's easier to roll the dice on a $1 book than it is on a $5 book when you're getting a big stack of stuff. So I put them back, and he was like, after I paid, he goes, we were talking, he's like, just take them. I was like, no, I'll check and see if I got them. He's like, no, I know what it's like to see a book and you're not sure if you have it, and you go home and you realize you don't, and you go back and it's gone. He's like, just take them. And he is, and I know he does watch the Codex Station stuff on here too. So, yeah,
Nice.
I always say it. Anybody that's in the Leonardtown area on the weekends, it's at the Bargain Barn, Time Warp Comics. It is an awesome place to go to get some good deals on comics and just sit around chit chat with him too. And he's also got a lot of like Matchbox and Hot Wheel cars too, if you're into that, like a ton of them. So
Like the Hanson brothers.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll run through them most quickly since there's a lot. The Power of Shazam 13.
Boardway
Take your
cover.
time.
Yeah, from
You
the
take your
Great
time.
Boardway Run. And number 14.
Yeah, those are great books. Those are nice shape too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The third series of Brave and the Bold, issue 28. There were a couple issues. I was reading this when it came out, but there were a couple issues that I had missed. So for whatever reason, so I gotta I gotta pick those up to fill it out. But yeah, Brave
Those
and the Bold 28.
Straczynski did a great job on that. And earlier, Perez was the artist on that when it first relaunched. Good stuff.
Yeah. He is. Keith is a gregreat guy. He's always fun to talk to.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm a figurehead at Comic Logic. I'm just a little bitty owner, part owner.
a series that I used to read when it came out, and then after I got some of those free books from Sal, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get the ones. I guess I got rid of them a while ago or lost them or something. So it didn't run long, so I'm just gonna try and finish out the series now. So it's got Maverick number 1.
Yeah. Very cool.
Number 2. Number 6.
Oh, I love the cover. Yep.
Number 8. Maverick was a cool character. They just, another cool character that they just don't do anything with anymore.
Yeah, he shoved under the back.
He was recently in the Marvel, the vampire stuff.
Yeah.
Number Wolverine book 10. I like that cover.
Yeah. And number 11. And number 12. Sean Chen was the artist on here. Some really cool some art. Yeah, the Maverick series was cool. It just didn't really catch on.
That's almost the whole run there, baby.
Yeah. I got some She-Hulk books, Sensational She-Hulk 31.
Oh, with Byrne on the cover. Yeah.
Number 44. Yeah, so I'm trying to complete my Sensational She-Hulk run, but some of the books in this run are expensive, just like for seemingly no reason.
Yeah, the jump rope one is really.
Yeah, number 45. Yeah, the first 2 issues, the jump rope one, the beach ball one, the issue 50 with the black and the green cover with the green foil, and then some of the later issues.
Do you know that character on the back of that She-Hulk? You know who the character is in the snout?
It's Warthog.
Razorback.
Razorback.
Yeah.
Number 46.
Oh,
in a few issues of the series, because Byrne was good at taking these obscure characters that were kind of lame that no one else used and putting them in She-Hulk and making them actually kind of interesting. Like he also used oh crap, what's the name of that truck driver character? That trucker character Marvel had. It was really lame. It was like a space trucker. He was in it something. 47, because that's what he did with Razorback. He made him a space trucker.
Yeah, Razorback was a trucker when he first appeared in Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man.
48. Yeah, but in She-Hulk, Byrne made him a space trucker along with, and it's gonna bug me until I think of it. But it's it says US something. I can't.
US 1.
US 1, yeah. 49 and 55.
Wow.
And I got X-Men Spotlight on Starjammers number 1.
That's Cockrum.
Yeah, by the great Dave Cockrum. I got to get issue 2. I'm sure I'll find that at Baltimore. You can always find single issues of those. And the first issue of the short-lived ongoing series with great
foil action. Yeah, that's nice. I'm drunk. Nice.
Chris.
My stepson's middle name is Maverick. Okay, that's cool talking to you.
Know that, yeah.
Yeah.
So Dan, wasn't that? I'm gonna take a stab in the dark here. Wasn't that that villain you're talking about, the Wheel guy? Was he the Wheel, or
Dave
is it an
Wheel?
actual truck? Yeah, or was it an actual?
No,
truck
he's
being
not a
drove?
villain in She-Hulk. He was a good guy. Yeah, Chris got it. US1.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was something else.
No, you're thinking of Big Wheel.
Big Wheel.
Big
That's
Wheel.
Spider-Man.
That's probably
Super
what.
lame.
Yeah.
Super lame.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dennis Hopper isn't a bad movie. Yeah.
Don't know that movie.
I got a couple later issues of X-Men Uncanny number 385, which
Nice.
turns
Nice.
out, looking through my stuff that I already had, as well as this one, issue 395. So I'll see if these are in better condition than the ones I have, and see. And then I got all the rest of these are from What If Volume 2. Because
Wow.
I love that series growing up. I don't know what happened to my run of it, but I was buying it every week. I don't know what happened to them, so now I'm rebuilding it. And again, What If Volume 1 and 2, some of those issues can get a little pricey. So I got What If number 12, the X-Men had stayed in Asgard.
Yep.
Number 69, What If Strife killed the X-Men. Number 75, What If Blink of Generation X had not died?
Yep.
And I know I had that one. I know I had this one too. Number 77, What If Legion had killed Magneto?
Yeah.
For the Age of Apocalypse. Number 78, What If the new Fantastic Four had remained a team? 79, What If Storm had the power of Phoenix?
There you go.
Yeah.
Number 80, What If the Hulk had evolved into the Maestro? Number 81, I know I had this one too. What If the Age of Apocalypse had not ended?
Yep. I remember that one.
Yeah. Number 82, What If J. Jonah Jameson adopted Spider-Man?
Oh God.
Yeah, towards the end of the series, they were getting a little...
They're running out of ideas.
Yeah, they were running out of ideas. Yeah, you're right, Bougie. It was a super fun series.
Yep.
I think I'm missing one of volume 2 because that went like 120 issues or something like that. And I think there's one issue in there I'm missing.
Yeah, and it got really kind of... I know that I stopped reading it towards the end when they wouldn't even put the titles up. It would just be like, What If starring Storm? I'm like, well, what's the story?
Yeah.
And they wouldn't even put the story on there, and I just kind of lost it.
There's a pricey one toward the end with one introduction of one of the Spider characters. I don't know if it was
Oh yeah, with it was Spider Girl that they did the MC2 book on.
Yeah, okay,
Right.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I do. I'm lucky enough. I do have that one, but that one's kind of pricey toward the end of that run.
Yeah. Number 84, What If Shard had lived instead of Bishop?
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Chris, Chris, you got any sharded stories to tell?
He's probably having one right now.
He might be.
Number 85, What If Magneto ruled all mutants?
Oh, I love the cover. Yeah.
Number 88, What If Scarlet Spider killed Spider-Man?
Ooh. Yeah.
The ultimate Clone Saga climax.
I don't think anybody climaxed after reading that saga.
Nope.
Yeah. See, then here's where, starting with 87, here's where they just didn't even tell you the story. It was just, so 87, What If starring Sabretooth? And that's all it was. It was like starring whoever the character was. But like, that doesn't tell me what the story is, Like this one, 89,
have to read it.
starring the Fantastic Four. Deadly Inheritance.
They were hoping that you'd read the book and not realize that there wasn't a story.
No, there wasn't a story. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Number 96, Cyclops and Havoc, their early years, their darkest fears.
Ooh.
Number 92, What If now it actually does get back to titles. What If Cannonball's little brother Josh, oh no, it just says starring Cannonball's little brother Josh and his pet Sentinel.
Yeah.
Number 93, What If starring Wolverine with this just amazing art.
That's
a lot of hair.
That hair, man. Look like
Number
70s porn.
Yeah, number 94, starring the Juggernaut.
Yep, Juggernaut.
Number
Jugs.
90, No, go ahead.
I said Jugs.
Jugs.
Jugs. Who doesn't love Jugs?
Well, Spider-Ham was possessed by the Venom symbiote.
Number 95, Ghost Rider.
Burn, baby,
Burn,
burn.
baby, burn.
Number 96, starring Quicksilver. Yeah, see, if I saw this on the shelf, like I wouldn't, without knowing what the story was, like I wouldn't really be enticed to pick that up. I got it because I'm trying to get the whole series, and it was $1. But
Chris,
this one's a really cool cover. What If, starring Black Knight.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's
Featuring Dr. Doom.
Did Chris say something that is a cool cover? Chris say
Yeah.
something you can't show? Use your discretion. Jesus Christ, Chris. Oh,
After meeting you in person, Chris, I believe you did do that.
Oh, I'm sure he did it. Oh, man.
What if 98, starring Rogue, featuring Nightcrawler.
Okay.
And then the last one I got is What If number 103, starring Captain America. And I do remember I had this one. I do vaguely remember liking it.
Shark attack.
So that is it for me. So I got all of these books. Do you want to guess the price that I paid in total for all of these?
Well, you said you got them $1 a piece. So how many books did you buy?
Well, some of them were $1 a piece. Some of them he told me he was like, just take them after I had paid.
All right, I'm going to say you got all that for $33.
I'll go with $27.
And it would be right in the middle of that at $30.
Oh,
there we go. Well, winner.
Okay.
We'll split the victory there.
We'll split the victory.
But I only did it once.
Yeah, I think something like that you can only get away with once. So, it was pretty
It's a good deal.
Yeah, it was a good deal. Then I went to my buddy's house and did the fantasy football draft, and I think fingers crossed that I got a pretty decent team. We'll see. So, that's it. That's it for me.
Nice.
All right.
And I did buy a slab on eBay, but it's I'm waiting for it to come in the mail, so it should be
Slab?
by next Saturday.
Slab?
Slab?
Did you say slab? Slab? All right. So I don't have too many back issues, but I will show you some of the slabs I got, and I'll tell you more of those in a minute. So I picked
You don't
up
want to
these,
show all of them? Didn't you get like 85?
It was 31
Oh,
books back.
It was
31.
only 31.
What was the
Yeah,
lowest
you got-
rated book you got back?
Unfortunately, I got a 7.5 on a Punisher book, I believe. It was a Punisher book.
What was the highest rated?
9.8.
9.8.
Now I gotta
I
ask them. I keep seeing all this talk online about CGC changed something with the inner well of the book or of the cases and something with the sleeve that they put them in, that it's bending books.
Yeah.
Did you see anything like that on the ones you got back?
I have not seen that, and I did not see that on any of my books. I have heard about that, but no, I have not seen it up close and personal yet. So I have noticed.
That does, I don't get a lot of stuff graded. I have a few that I want to get, and it does make me nervous that I would send it for them to get graded, and then they would damage the book themselves like that because they changed something about their sleeve.
So the books are getting damaged when they put them in the sleeve, or something about the sleeve in the slab bends?
I think it's something about the sleeve that the book is put into that's bending it. Okay, it's not like it's not damaged before it is. It's being damaged by the sleeve itself.
It's almost like the sleeve is too small, right? And it's kind of
right, or it's being encased too tightly.
Yeah.
So I'll show you my slabs
go with
in a minute.
magnums.
But you want to feel it, baby. So let's jump into these really quick, and then I'll show you my slabs, and we can talk about that more in depth here. So I picked up a Venom Virgin variant of Virus.
Nice.
So this is number 26, I believe. This is Venom number 29, I believe.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
I like it.
And I also picked up this
was that flat
DNA
on there?
cover.
Was that
Oh,
one?
No, it's not. It's not Flash. This is Annette Wedding. This is during the Venom War, the
That's the
Venomverse.
kid, right?
Oh, okay.
Brock's
Yeah.
kid, right?
No, no, this is not Brock's kid. I believe this is Annette Wedding, the wife
okay.
in an alternate
okay.
universe.
Oh, okay.
If I remember right. So this is back in the time where it was the Edge of the Venomverse or Venomverse type of storyline, and they were bouncing around between all the alternate universes with Venom. So I know, Chris. Don't worry, I'll turn you around on that. So I picked up this Daredevil Electra book, DNA
That's
cover.
cool.
Yeah, I love that. That was pretty awesome.
Those DNAs where they're almost negative space variants, but not quite.
Not quite. I know.
They still.
All
look
right.
nice.
So let's take a look at this. Let's show off this one. I'm going to show you the grade right away, but this is Green Lantern number 8, and it's the glow in the dark cover.
Oh, Sal, they want you to cook for them.
All right, yeah, man. If you want, I could do it. That's good stuff.
That's what he'll be. That's what we'll be selling at our booth. That's what we'll be selling at the table in Baltimore.
Home cooked Italian food.
Sal will have a whole tray of homemade lasagna there, and he'll just be cutting blocks of it off for you.
That's beautiful book there. 9/8.
It is. Thank you. Thank you. So if there's the book is in an inner sleeve, and I believe it's like part of the corners that are being bent if the sleeve is too close or too tight, and it's very close to the top of the book where it's sealed in. It almost makes it too hard to get out of the sleeve, and I think that's part of their countermeasures to stop the counterfeiting thing that the guy was doing from a while back. But the most problem I have with it is you could shake that inner well sleeve and you could hear it knock around in the case. It's kind of stupid to me. They would put a little stopper in it somewhere in this stupid plastic case. But anyhow, that's one. Now, folks, if you haven't seen my video, I got 31 books back from CGC, and these were all roll the dice. No press, no clean. A lot of this stuff was out of my personal collection, and I was just saying, hell with it. Let's just slab these and see what happens. And a lot of these books I'm going to keep, but there's a few in there that I'm actually going to take to Baltimore to use as trade bait, because some of them are worth a little coin, and this is one of them. This is one of them. You'll love this one. The Gambit foil cover.
Nice.
9/8.
Nice.
Wow.
So according to cover price, this one sells for $948.
Wow.
And I'm like, I'm not that attached to Gambit. If someone would say, I'll give you $750 for it. See you later, Gambit. I'll take that. I'll take that cash and use it towards a better book.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, head over to my channel, Sal's Comic Corner. What's that?
I'll trade you a meatball sub for it.
Nope, gonna pass on that. Head over to my channel, folks, Sal's Comic Corner, and check out my video. But here is the Harlequin book.
Nice.
So this was the Aspen cover, Aspen Comics cover, but it's a pink background. This came out during Breast Cancer Awareness Month when it first came out. So that's pretty cool.
Now, is that a keep or a trade?
That's a trade. I'll let that one go.
What's the value on that right now?
You know what? I have to look it up. I don't remember. I'll look it up while while we're talking about some other stuff. All right. So another one that's going to be on the trading block is this Wolverine foil variant.
That's cool.
I got a picture of it. It's a cool cover, and I've got an extra copy of it raw, so I don't mind letting go of that one right there. So let me see if I find that Punisher. Yep, there it is. Here's the Punisher newsstand that came back at a 7.5.
Number 1.
Kind of disappointing, but not bad. I mean, this is one I'll keep. All right, so I'm not going to show you all 31 books. Got to go over to my channel to check all those out. You'll enjoy it. Trust me.
Did you get your Swamp Thing 9 back yet?
Not yet. That's what I'm picking up on Submission Saturday. Hopefully in 2 weeks' time.
Nice.
When I last talked to Kent, the vintage books were not back yet. He was expecting them very soon, but the other books I submitted through him got pressed and clean. So I had 2 Gambits, X-Men 266s. One was out of my personal collection. One came from my Dan mentioned I had gotten some free comic books from a buddy of mine, so I pulled one of those out of that box and had him clean it up.
Nice.
That one actually turned out to be a Mark Jewelers variant,
Oh,
but it came back at a 5.5.
okay.
My original one, which was an 8.5, still came back as an 8.5.
Well, there you go.
But that's all right. That's okay. All right. So
Better than the grade of the one I have.
which is
A 0 because I don't have one.
because you don't have it. Anyhow, all right. So that's all I have for back issues and pickups. Gary, why don't you go ahead and go next, and I'll look up that value of that Harlequin while you're showing off your stuff.
All right, my good buddy, Mighty Mike Harbor. He got me
Mighty
this
Mike Harbor.
copy of Moonshine, which I have this. I have the series, I have the trades, but this one he got for me with scribbles in it.
Oh,
To
nice.
Gary
Nice.
from Mazzarello. So that was kind of nice. And Moonshine, if you hadn't read Moonshine, it's Prohibition, it's West Virginia, it's moonshiners, it's the mob, and it's werewolves. What more do you need? What more?
Can't go wrong with that.
You can't go wrong with that. Let's see, there's one page I wanted to show you if I get to it where it's just a hell of a sequence. So it's just this is a great book. It's a fun book, and like I said, it's got all these great fun. Here we go. Yeah, there's a little bit of carnage there.
Just a little bit.
Oh yeah, there's some violence in that book.
But the slab
Sex.
guy's working overtime there.
Yep, some sex and some violence. You're right. They are working. So you got good things. You got sex, violence, werewolves. There's a great cover. Yeah. So good stuff. All right. So thank you, Mike. Thank you for getting me that signed copy. A couple weeks ago, when I showed the books I got from Palmiotti and Amanda Connor, I didn't show this Painkiller Jane cover.
Oh, nice.
Which is really nice. There's only 150 of these made. So
Wow.
thank you, Chris. I'm glad you can appreciate my beauty, Chris, even in your drunken stupor. So there we go.
He's beer goggling for sure.
Well, I know.
Now, did you get that one from them, or did you already
Yes.
have it? You got them.
I got it from them in person, and he signed it for me. So, and I think I showed where I got the Power Girl sketch and I got the Jonah Hex sketch. I think I showed that, but I neglected this, and then I neglected to show. I got this other book from them, Hot and Messy, the Fabulous Slit. Oh, yeah. Moonshine is great. 100 Bullets was great. So Hot and Messy, the fabulous yet fairly foibled, classy but often crude, delightful with a delicate dash of dirty art of Amanda Connor. Well, there you go. So this was also a Kickstarter book that they had published. There is nudity in it, but I'll just show you. Here they signed it. Where we love Gary. There we go. Amanda and Jimmy. So
Nice.
So that's a nice fun book with them that again they self-published and just got a lot of fun stuff if you like Connor Palmiotti. And I know I showed that I got another one of these, right? So What's kind of fun is one of Diane's clients brought me something today that I don't think anybody else in the world has.
Swamp Thing socks.
Swamp Thing 9 socks.
Nice.
So he had these made, which is great. So there you go.
That's awesome.
Swamp Thing 9 socks. How about that?
You got to get like a Swamp Thing tie now. Swamp Thing 9 tie.
I'll be right back.
Oh, all right.
Well, shit. Dan left when I was about to show him something that pertained to him. Well,
show it off anyhow.
Let's see this.
Oh, nice.
Somebody on the Codex station coveted one of these and didn't get one.
Yep.
And let's see if he comes back because this will be for Dano.
Nice.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I was going to look for one at the con and see if I could score one for him.
Yep. So he's already got it. I already picked it up for him.
Nice. Good job.
Yeah.
Good man, Charlie Brown.
Yeah. So Dan's always does nice for people and picks up books for people and gets these other great covers for folks. So, it was, I figured, let me get that for him. I saw a fellow that had quite a few of them. So I was happy to take one off his hands and, got a nice little deal on it. So I was happy
Nice.
to do that. So yes,
Very
I think, but I love how it shimmers, and I know he's a. All right, Dan,
Yeah.
I picked up a book that pertains to you. You want to see it?
Yes. Oh, nice.
It's a double. So I was thinking there's somebody at the Codex station that really would like to have this book, and so I think I'll give it to him. You think he would like to have this, Dan?
Oh, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. That was what I picked for the Codex Awards last year. That was the one I picked for cover of the year.
I know, and I asked you, if you had it, and you said no, you had made some other decisions, and it wasn't in the budget at this point. Well, you don't have to worry about your damn budget. This is for you. So,
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, brother.
Because I love how they did the foil on it, where it wasn't the whole cover; it was like just the water.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. It shimmers like the water, and I know the light is kind of messing with it a little bit, but it's just it's
foils
just like
are hard to show.
Yeah, it's like the sun is hitting the water, like she's floating in the pool. So, yeah.
Anyway. Now that I think about it, my book that's at the top of my list for cover of the year this year is also a foil cover. So,
very good.
Awesome.
I've got a couple. I've got that Zorro cover, and I tell you what, that Brave and the Bold alternate Dead Man cover from a couple of weeks ago. Oh man, I think they're neck and maybe one of the JSA Harris covers. They're kind of pulling me.
Nice. Well, the one that's on the top of my list right now, you could get as a foil or a non-foil cover. But I mean, if you're going to get the foil or non-foil, I mean, get the foil, right?
The foil. Yep.
Obviously, I say foil. Come on.
Yep. Well, get both.
Yeah, or get both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to cut back. I'm getting too many damn alternate covers. I do.
It's starting to feel like me, aren't you?
Yeah, it's the sickness, man. It's the sickness.
Yeah.
Look, I was trying to limit them, and then I was trying to say, well, let me go to the shop and maybe only get 4 alternate covers a week. Maybe do that, and then damn if I didn't get 3 JSA covers or 4 JSA covers.
Right. Yep. So I found the price on that Harley Quinn Rebirth one that I showed you.
Mm-hmm.
According to cover price, it could sell for about $135.
Well, that's nice. That's good trade.
Yeah.
And I know that you've got a bunch of other stuff you've been setting aside throughout the year. Right?
Yes.
I have. Give me your alternate covers. I didn't say I was giving them away. I just said I wasn't going to be buying as many. Yeah. No, you offer me fair prices. No, I ain't ready to sell, baby, but I'm sure you will, Adam. I'm sure you would, brother.
Yeah.
So, well, I was just talking about not picking up as many new ones because it's just and space. JSA is the only way. And, Chris, you're here. Chris Schwartzlander, I got you this. This is for you.
Nice.
And this alternate is for you, Chris. Oh. There you go, buddy. These are waiting for you to put your little hands on and your little eyes on, and you can read them, and there you go. So these are for you, Chris.
Or you could slab them.
Or no, then Chris couldn't read them. He would not like that. He would rip those.
I know.
He would rip the slabs open with his teeth.
He would. I saw that comment he said earlier.
Oh, you're gonna do pretty good at Baltimore then. Even if just those 2 books are an indication of what you're taking up there to trade in.
Yeah,
you're gonna be able to get some good stuff. Now, are you aiming to get? Do you have specific aims for what you're looking to get from there? Is it going to be like?
Oh yeah.
Books? Are you going to try and get some more slabs or some modern stuff? You're going to try and go for like a major key.
I know he wants
major keys.
He wants Green Lantern number 87.
And I'm gonna.
John Stewart.
I've also got the budget. I may throw in a Green Lantern number 59 or 53. First
59 Guy Gardner. 59
Guy Gardner. So I'm gonna try for those 2. And damn, if I'm not gonna try and price out an X-Men 94. Okay. So we'll see what happens there.
Maybe a giant size.
I don't think I can get giant size. I don't think it's in the budget unless it's a really low grade reader copy, which I would take in a heartbeat.
Is 94 the only one you need of the new X-Men?
Correct.
So you'd have 94 up. You'd have all the new X-Men, and you wouldn't have giant size one.
Correct.
Yeah.
Actually, if I got that 94, I would have everything from 87 up.
Okay.
Nice.
So.
And I know you've got some before 90 or before 87.
I got a lot of scattered. Yep, I got
Yeah.
a lot of scattered. It's about 30 to 40 books scattered throughout the below 87.
When I decided to finish my X-Men run, the only ones the bunch of the ones I still needed were those damn Ion Slabber Flash 120. Yeah, I've seen his All-Star 6. He's got the tag in the back of it that it had. And
no, you're right. You're right the first time, Chris. Unslabbered.
Unslabbered. Yeah, he's got an All-Star 6. That's really cool. And it's when Johnny Thunder joined the team.
So do you want me to show what I've already set aside to trade bait at Baltimore?
Sure.
All right, we could do that. Then we could jump into your showcase.
Okay.
Trivia too.
What's that?
I said do some trivia too. I got.
Oh yeah.
We gotta do trivia.
Some stumpers, some easy ones.
I found some trivia questions I can ask as well. Let me throw these aside here so I can pull this box over. All right. Oops. What are we doing here? There we go. All right. As much as I would hate to sell this beauty, I would consider selling this one.
Oh, it's good looking. That is beautiful.
It is. But if it's hot enough, I might let that one go. That's possible.
Just remember for everyone out there, when you're taking stuff to a store, especially to a convention that you're planning to try and trade in, make sure that you know the value of it beforehand.
Right, absolutely.
And I don't mean like look up the value in advance. I mean look it up, the day before.
Well,
take a little note card or write something on a note in your phone or something.
I was gonna do a sticky note with each one. Yep.
Well, the other thing is, if you know that it's worth $1,000, no, you're not getting $1,000.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say know that too. Know how much it's worth and know what the price is that you're willing to let it go for, knowing that the dealer has to make money on it as well. So you're
That's
not
right. They're gonna make money as well
for $1,000 book.
You'd be surprised how many people don't consider that, right? Well, this book is worth $1,000, and the dealer's like, well, okay, but then what do I get out of it?
The dealers are buying for their personal collection, which I'm sure some of them do sometimes, but it's like no, they're looking to make money. So if they're going to offer you $700 or $600 on $1,000 book, that's because they need to make some profit to make it worth it for themselves.
Right.
Absolutely. 100%.
And for $1,000 book, you could definitely work a deal where you should probably get like $700, or sometimes you get even higher value if you work it as a trade.
Oh yeah, trades you'll get higher value than just flat out selling.
Yes,
right, and that's my game plan to do with like the trades for that. But we'll see how it comes up. All right, so since I already have this sucker graded,
oh, it's beautiful.
You can see it right there on the wall. So I will definitely sell that one. All right. That's not a sale. Don't show that one. That was not a sale. So I have the Thor books 337, 338, 339. I'm gonna crack these guys. Get Walt Simonson to sign each one of them, and then I'll have them regraded.
Wow.
And you should be able to get, if you do it early enough, you might be able to get them back to trade them at the con if you want.
Yeah, but I'm not going to trade those. I want those for my personal collection.
Oh, I thought you were just showing us the stuff that you were gonna that you were
sell.
trading.
Yeah. I was just that's stuff I want to keep for myself.
Be prepared to wait in line, brother.
Yeah, I know. I will. All right, so I got this Deathstroke number 7.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a pretty cool Joker cover.
Yeah,
it's not worth much, but if I get like $20 to $30 a trade, that's worth it. I got this Silk number 2 variant cover.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a 9.6.
That's neat.
But I should be able to get
that. That reminds me of the Dave Stevens cover. The way it's set up and everything, it really does.
Yeah. Yep. I have this Detective Comics number 0 and a 9.8.
Nice.
Again, this is not a money book, This is probably another $25 to $30 slab type of thing, but that's okay. I have this Detective 15.
Nice.
Oh, excellent.
It's a 9.0, but again, not a huge money book, but a cool cover to have.
Adam says he wants the. Adam says he wants the bat. Which one, Adam? The Detective?
The Detective Zero. Well, all right. Well, let me know. Chat me up if you want. All right. So I got this New Mutants #1 signed by Chris Claremont. Came in at a 9.2. So
Nice.
I'll definitely sell that one.
You know what you could do is you could crack it and have Bob McLeod, who will be at Baltimore, also sign it.
Ooh, get a double sign, huh?
He's going to be at Baltimore.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here's one of Dan's favorite, a Rob Liefeld book. Do I have any
listen, of the
X-Men
covers
that-
he's done, that is one of the least
Silk.
offensive covers.
Yeah.
What a
Adam,
great
go
way
ahead.
to describe someone's art. That's one of
Least
the least
offensive.
offensive. Oh, that's the one Eternal. Adam said he wants the silk one.
Yeah. We'll talk. All right. And I got this Spire Boy signed with a 9.8.
Oh,
This is
you got
signed
that
by-
from Heroes Corner, didn't you?
I did. Chris Campanana.
Yeah, that's a cool cover.
So those are the slabs I'm taking. I don't think I'll be taking any raws, but I'll be taking those slabs to work deals or sell. And I wanted to bring some for the Codex Station table just to outright sell. Like I think those lower price slabs, I think I'll sell those because I don't think I'll get much of a trade on those. I don't think dealers would be interested in any of those. But the other ones, I'll definitely work a trade with. So, yep. So Green Lantern 87, Green Lantern 59, and X-Men 94 are my target books.
X-Men 94, Green Lantern 59, and 87. Those are your three big ones.
Yep. And if I could score some of those X-Men books that I'm missing that's below 87, I'll do that. You'll definitely buy the covers of Silk and or Spider-Gwen on it. Well, you know what? I may have a Spider-Gwen book for you. Hang on one second. Let me just get these out of the way.
Well, my
goodness.
goal for Baltimore Comic Con is I have a little bit of excuse me. I have a little bit of money to take, and I'll have the money from the Codex guys that we got that style. So we got the table there, and I paid for it. So some of the guys are throwing me money for the table and for their tickets I got for them. So I have a little bit of money I got, and I'll have that little bit of money, and I'm hoping that I can, the artwork and oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it is 9.8.
And I'm hoping that the artwork and prints and stuff I sell will give me enough money too that I'll be able to get a nice key. I might have to wait until I might have to wait till Sunday to when I might have to be patient and wait. So we'll see.
There we go. How about this one? Ghost Spider, Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider #1.
Nice
little foil action. So, what do you say? Which one is 150? Was it Silk? Silk
I think
#1.
it's that silk one. I think.
Yeah. This Silk one.
Yeah,
I believe it's who he's talking about. Yep.
That's a cool cover.
That sounds right. So let me set you
There's
aside
something
over here.
significant about that.
That's the Silk one. I don't know. Other than just being #1, nothing's on it. I'll have to look at that. I'll have to look it up.
Oh,
Now he says 80. Huh?
First solo titled series featuring her first appearance of Hector Cavenditez, later becomes Spectro.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who that is.
All right.
Nor do I. So.
All right. Well, Gary, do you have any goals for Baltimore?
Well,
whatever floats your way.
Yeah, well, I told you I dented some of my Baltimore cash with that adventure.
Oh yeah.
The More Fun 60, and with the All-Star 13. But if I had walked away from Baltimore with those books, I'd have been more than thrilled. So I'm keeping that in perspective. I have already completed Marvel Team Up and Marvel 2-in-1 and Ghost Rider. So there's a few. There's some Sergeant Rocks that I could use. I'm about 8 Legion appearances away from having all of them. And I have the big ones, I have 247, which is the first appearance. So there's some of those I'll go, maybe some of the little digest books I'm missing, maybe a treasury. So I'm kind of all over the place. I've got a few more of the Marvel horrors I'm still trying to track down. But as far as my Golden Age book, I don't know. I will still walk away with one. I just don't. Some of the Atlas horror books are really cool. Maybe an EC, I still need a big logo World's Finest from DC.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So maybe that. So we'll see. For the Golden Age books, it's always what catches my eye and
what flirts your way, baby.
What flirts my way. But with the filling in the issues there, I don't know if there's any other so that I'm that close to finishing. But we'll see. I mean, and I'm always working to get to where I'm 100 up on Superman and Batman and 250 up on Action and Detective, and I'm close on those. Some somewhere between 10 and 20 books a piece on those 4 titles to have those milestone books. So we'll see. But I don't think there's a major yet that I have to have for these.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind having any of the first 6 issues of Phantom Stranger. I would like to get those. Those are in the 50s, and they only went 6 issues, and those are a little bit. Not only are they pricey, they're scarce. So, so that would be cool to come away with.
I think that Phantom Stranger that I have, I think is from Volume 2, if I remember right.
It is, yeah. It is. The one in the 50s is a 10 center, and they're.
The Volume 2, you can get a bunch of those for like $20, $30 a book.
Yeah, they're not too expensive. The one is a little pricey, and then the Showcase 80, which is his first appearance. Post Golden Age. Yeah, his first Silver Age appearance. That is that's a little pricey. Not terrible, but a little pricey. Great Neil Adams cover on it too.
Gary says that books he bought puts a dent in his Baltimore fund. The dent that he put in like already exceeds my total for it.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
me too.
I'm hoping to get. I've said it before. I'm hoping to get. As Gary refers to it, a big boy book. I want to get a major key. I'd like to pick up a couple little odds and ends too, and get some autographs and such. In fact, I got a list of people that are going to be there who I want to get autographs from, and got to start pulling books out soon, so I have them ready to take. But I want to get, I want to get a major key, and there's been times where I've been, held, first Wonder Man in my hands, and I was like, I have enough, I could get it, and I talked myself out of it. I held Hulk 181 in my hands, I had enough to get it, and I talked myself out of it.
Oh,
so I'm like, I don't want to talk myself out of it. Even if it's a low grade is better than no grade. So I want to walk away with something like that.
Your top 2 is that going to be Avengers 4 and New Mutants 98?
New Mutants 98, I refuse to spend any more than around $100 for that, because while Deadpool's fine enough, I love the movies and stuff.
Well, you just want a complete run.
But I just needed to complete the run. I'm not trying to get it because of his first appearance. So I actively I'm trying to seek out a cheap reader, low grade copy, just so I can have the run complete.
So Avengers 4 is your book that you covet more than any of the others, right?
I mean, there's a lot that I covet. My one major grail would be Giant Size X-Men #1, but I know the chances of finding a copy affordable for me in that are slim to none. And Slim's puking in the bathroom.
A couple years ago, I considered upgrading my Giant Size 1. I probably have a VG copy, and I would have had to throw some cash on it too to do that. But instead, I forgot. Oh, I traded. I think it was when I sold my Spawn books, and I got a pretty good price for those. But what I did instead of upgrading my giant size one was I upgraded my Swamp Thing one to a beautiful copy, to like a near mint copy, and I upgraded my Green Lantern 76 to like a 6.5 or something. So
Nice.
and so that, and there's one other book I can't remember what it is, but that made more sense to me because those two books mean more to me than having a nicer copy of giant size one.
Yep.
So I live with a BG copy, right?
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'd be happy with that too.
Yep.
I did. Well, I read Deadpool's. I read X-Force when it came out, and I read his first. Was picking up his first miniseries when it came out, Full Circle. I got that back there, and I like Deadpool fine at the beginning. It's just what the character, the way he's become in the past couple of years. I just I don't really care about him that much anymore. Like I said, the only reason I'm going after that is so I can complete my New Mutants run, which is the reason why I'm not willing to spend a whole lot of money on it. Because if I'm going to spend a whole lot of money on something, it's something that I want as a key because I want the book, not because I just need it to complete a run. Like I want Avengers 4 because Captain America is my favorite character and the Golden Age stuff's just way out there for me. I want Giant Size X-Men 1 because I grew up that was the stuff I was reading when I grew up, and I've always wanted that book. New Mutants 98 is just I need to fill this run.
Yeah, I still need a Golden Age cap. I don't have a big logo Golden Age cap, so I'd like to have that, and I'd like to start working on some of the timelies. Chris, you need Brave and the Bold 184, Batman and Huntress. If that's the issue you need me to keep an eye out for it, you let me know. Let me know, brother.
So, like I said, I figure with the money I have, hopefully, some of these prints and some of this art will move. Maybe get a couple commissions. We'll see. And got the sketch covers that I'll have for sale too. So maybe by Sunday I'll have enough banked up, and that's when you start really getting deals on Sunday when the guys are getting ready to go, and they're like, yeah, they're willing to make you a better deal to get stuff to have one less thing that they have to pack up to take with them.
Yep. One less thing to carry.
I'm looking forward to getting
true bougie.
To getting things signed by Jeff Loeb. I've never met Loeb before, so I'm looking forward to get things signed by him. I have about, I think, 4 or 5 books signed by Sale, but not Loeb. So, and unfortunately, as we all know, Sale isn't signing any more books.
So, are you getting Loeb to sign those ones?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I made a list. I sat there the other day and wrote and looked at all the guests going to be there and wrote down all the ones that I'd like to get signed. So I'm going to pull some stuff out. And it's going to depend. Like if they're doing free signatures, then I'm not going up to anyone with like a stack of books. I might pick 1 or 2, maybe 3, depending on who it is to get them to sign. But if they're all charging money, then it's going to be picking and choosing like who I want to get stuff signed by. I have that Avengers Jam piece for art that I started. I want to get 1 or 2 artists to add to that. So, it's going to be budgeting how much I spend on that stuff and how much I spend, on books too, which is always a trick at something like this. When you have, if you go to like one of the shop shows or something, it's just books. You don't have to worry about signatures.
Yeah.
If you're going to something like this where there's a ton of big, well-known, fantastic creators, and you're like, you're wanting to get their autographs. Again, like you have to balance how much you're willing to spend on that, as opposed to how much you want to spend on books, especially when you do it on a limited budget. Maybe that's a show I have to do on here, like, buying on a budget.
Buying on a budget, yeah.
Yeah.
We should have that as an off segment, definitely. It's one of those rare JSA cameos I don't have.
Okay, I'll look for Brave and the Bold 184. It shouldn't be too expensive. Jeff owes
awesome.
$5.
But
you
yeah,
all,
so
you
I know there's
$20.
Yeah, so I know there's some ones, like I said, that I want to get signed. I wish they would have something on the page that would let you know, like, if they're signing for free, if they're charging for signatures. Like, I think it would be cool. I got the the complete series box set of the Flash that John Wesley Shipp was in. I was like, that'd be cool to get signed. But all that, whenever they have the actors there, they always charge for signatures. So,
And
a lot too.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
And pictures.
Yeah, I just want the DVDs signed.
Yeah.
But I know that they're never there to do it for free.
Well, here's the other thing too to keep in mind. A lot of these writers and artists that go to these shows are not, and I repeat, not getting an appearance fee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is how a lot of them are making money. The bigger names are, but a lot of the others are not getting an appearance fee. So, this is a weekend for them to make some money because, if they're not there, if they're, they could be working,
Right.
and getting paid that way.
Especially
Also,
Barry Kitson. Barry Kitson lives in England, so he's flying across the ocean to be here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And also, you mentioned this before, Gary, getting stuff personalized.
Yes.
Sometimes get you an extra little
That's
tidbit
awesome.
added, like he signed your Flash DVD set, nice. Like maybe a little headshot, type of thing, or maybe some extra words thrown in there.
It does.
Personalized sometimes goes a long way.
Yeah, that's my pro tip for everybody. If you're not a person that's trying to flip it and you're going to keep it in your collection, just have it personalized, because then they know that you're not making money on it, that this means something to you and you want to keep it. There are some artists and writers that won't even charge for things that are personalized at all.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. And then there are some that'll go, well, he's keeping this, let me make it a little more special for them. But I think sometimes they get a little jaded too, especially people come in a stack of books and they have the little the plastic bags and little window cutout sign here. They know everybody's just flipping these books and making money on their work, so they want a piece of that action.
You're right. Barry Kitson's a nice guy. I've talked to him.
Yeah, he is.
Convention over the years, and he's the first one. Unless I happen to see one of these guys walking in the door, he's the first artist whose booth I'm going up to with my Avengers piece and saying hey, can you add an Avenger to this to me? Because he's drawn the Avengers before too, so that makes for me that makes it even better. It's not just an artist I like, but it's an artist that's actually worked on the Avengers.
He's done some great work on the Justice League too. He did year 1
and Legion of Superheroes. He had a really good run on there.
Yeah.
He did this cool. It was a short-lived series from Marvel called The Order, but that was a pretty cool series when they did the Initiative.
Yeah,
he's done a lot of great stuff. I'm a big Barry Kitson fan. He had this amazing. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. This mini series, originally from Guerrilla Comics, and then when they went out of business, it was picked up by DC, called Empire. I don't know if you guys have read.
Yep.
That is,
I've got him.
It's basically, it's the super villain one. He beat all the villains, or he beat all the heroes, and he now runs the world. And it takes place after that, after he's in charge and having to run the world. And there's, the stuff with him having to run everything, the backstabbing, the treachery from all these lower villains that are like his lieutenants. And it's just, him dealing with his daughter, him dealing with this kind of resistance. It's great. It's so good.
Awesome. All right, I think this goes ahead and wraps up the Comics Unleashed version of the show tonight, and we can then jump to Uncle Gary's showcase. So we'll do
we got trivia.
I'm sorry, trivia. Time out, folks.
Sal's trying to get out of this. He's not feeling it tonight.
No, I'm feeling it. Do the trivia. Dan, you go first on trivia. Let me get you front and center here, buddy, because you are the trivia man. I have some questions too, but we'll do it.
All right, I'll go first. Do you guys? Oh yeah, Bougie, it's awesome. And then they started a sequel series to it that they didn't finish because it was getting optioned for a movie. The movie fell through, and they just didn't go back and finish it. But when I asked him about it last year, he said that they're going to at some point. But it's such a great read.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Do you want an easy one or a challenging one to start?
Easy.
All right, we'll do an easy one. Who were the founding members of the New Warriors?
I thought you said it was easy.
Yeah.
All right. Night Thrasher.
Yeah,
There's six of them.
Night Thrasher, Nova, and that
Yeah.
was Namorita.
Yep.
yeah.
Night Thrasher, Nova, Namorita, Speedball.
Mm-hmm.
Was Firestar?
Yep.
Justice?
He didn't
Was
go
his
by
name
Justice originally, though.
Oh, what was his original name? I don't know
Vance
his original name.
Astro.
What's that?
Yeah, but he had a code name.
Vance Astro.
I have no idea what his original name was. Guy who was dating Firestar.
He did. He pulled that, which was impressive.
Yeah.
I don't remember his code
He
name.
had some like telekinetic power too.
Yeah.
I forget.
Is Marvel Boy.
Marvel Boy.
Oh, lame.
Well, considering we had who they were, I think we'd get a break on not having knowing it was Marvel.
Marvel
Yeah,
Boy is it.
Mr. Keith got it.
Yeah.
There
No,
you
I'll,
go.
I'll give it to you. You guys had the name. Though actually in the 616 universe, he went by Astrovic.
You know what? Astrovic popped in my head, but I was thinking that's just not right.
You know what, Mr. Keith? That's a good pull. Silhouette was the first character to join the team that wasn't a founder. And then after her, Rage was the next one to join.
Okay.
But yeah,
Good.
because his full name was Astrovic, and then in the Guardians of the Galaxy, since it was a different universe, I can't put that up, Chris.
Chris is inappropriate all the time. Okay.
But yeah,
You-
so when the continuities split off, Vance Astro, his real name was Astrovic. He just shortened it in the Guardians one, but in the main 616 universe, our Vance did not.
All right.
All right, who's next?
I could go next. I got easy ones here. Lex Luthor first appeared in what issue?
Well, I can tell you the first bald Luthor, if that helps. I'm going to say Lex Luthor was Action 23.
All right. Dan?
I'm going to say Action 15.
Well, we have a winner, and it's Uncle Gary.
Hey, what
Action
a shock.
23.
23. Ooh, man, I don't know where I got that from. Wow.
All right. Do you have one for us, Gary? Off the
Yeah.
top of your head?
Yeah, so, I'm just doing off the top of the head. So, we talked about Action. Action Comics 1.
Oh, close.
Keep
Mr.
38. Action.
Close, Mr. Keith.
Superman's holding the car over his head. Seminal moment in comic history. At that time, DC had 3 other monthly books out when Action 1 came out. What were those books?
I know one was Detective Comics.
Yeah, I was going to say Detective Comics. Right?
Bingo. Yep, bingo. Yep.
3 others or total of 3?
3 others.
So it was 4 altogether. So it was Action,
There was
Detective.
also another book that was would come out like once a year, but I'm not counting that. But there
Okay,
were
all right.
but there were
Okay.
when Action came out, it was pretty much the 4th recurring monthly title, or even
Have a
bi-monthly.
good night.
Good night.
Yeah, Talking Geek. Good night. Thank you for joining us, buddy. See you next week.
Was it More Fun Comics?
I don't think
Yes.
was it? Oh, Rob.
Well,
I
and
thought more fun, but I
and
didn't
more
think it
fun
was.
had morphed from New Comics, is what the first DC comic was New Comics 1, and then it became New Fun Comics, and then it changed to More Fun Comics. So
All right, so More Fun,
I
Detective.
don't know.
I've mentioned it tonight.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
I don't remember.
Hey, give me an hour and a half to go back and rewatch the episode.
Give me an hour and a half.
All right, well, going back, Talking Geek got it for the
Nice.
Warriors. I'll go with what Chris said. Adventure Comics.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
All right.
Woo!
Chris
I did
Smith.
not think Adventure Comics was out at that time.
Yes, Adventure Comics. Yep, I think they were at issue, I want to say like 15 or so when Action 1 came out.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Well, I'll go back to Marvel since you guys hit with some DC stuff. You know what? No, I'll stay with DC. Who was the first actress to play Wonder Woman in live action? And there are 2 answers that I will accept.
Well, Linda Carter, but I don't know if she was the first.
That's too easy. It can't be.
It is.
Kathy Lee Crosby.
That is one answer that I will accept, though there was technically one before her.
Oh, wow.
No looking it up on IMDb.
I'm not looking it up.
You don't have to worry about me looking up any tech stuff.
As soon as I said there was one other, so I was like, oh, like leaning in.
I'm just shifted in my seat, baby. That's it.
You say you're shifty?
I was sharting. I was sharting because I know the answer. Yeah, I don't know the answer.
All right,
I really thought it was Linda Carter.
So Kathy Lee Crosby, I will accept. She played her in
72, maybe?
in 1974.
74. Kathy Lee Gifford. Oh no. Frank, why are you banging that stewardess?
Yeah, so she played her in 1974 in a made-for-TV movie. It was supposed to be a pilot for its series. It was not picked up.
And she wore a jumpsuit.
Yeah, it was nothing like the Wonder Woman that we know. It was good that it was not picked up. But before 74, there was a pilot made in 1967 that was not picked up, and it was called Wonder Woman, Who's Afraid of Diana Prince? And it starred Ellie Wood Walker as Wonder Woman. But it was not picked up for a series, so that's why I said I would accept Kathy Lee Crosby, because even though the other one came first, it
never aired.
Went anywhere. It didn't air.
Right. I don't even know that name. I couldn't even picture her, so.
No, me neither.
Walmart was ship your pants. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Chris. You and me both, right? All right, let's go here. I will go ahead. You know, I will stay with DC, and I'll ask an animated question. What was the name of Plastic Man's wife during the animated series of the 80s?
Lucky one.
Wow. Tupperware.
Tupperware.
Candy.
Nope. Penny.
Penny Candy. He was on
Penny
something.
Candy. Yeah, there you go.
Penny Candy.
Yep. All right, Gary, you got another one out of your head?
Yeah.
You can sit here all night and drop trivia on us.
This is an easy one.
Oh God!
No, it really is. It really is. What is the first supervillain Spider-Man faced?
It's Chameleon.
Yep. I told you it'd be easy.
Okay. All right.
I'll throw you an easy one. Yeah.
All right. Very good.
I'm giving myself the point because Sal answered after me, so he stole my answer.
Yeah, I live to steal your answers, Dan. I'm just copying all.
Dan had it first. Dan had that.
All right. I'll go back to Marvel too. When was the first time that somebody said the phrase "Avengers Assemble" and who said it?
I don't know.
Robert. I'm gonna say Cap in Avengers 16.
Sal?
I'm gonna go with Gary's answer.
That would be incorrect.
Oh,
It is Avengers issue 10, and it's said by Thor.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is that when they're?
That was before the founders left.
Yeah, because 16 was when the new Avengers came in, so that's why he was telling the new ones to assemble.
All right. All right, so I got two easy ones left. This should be easy. You should guys both get
Stanley
these right
Avenger.
away. So the portable Sentinel creating factory was known as who?
Master Mold.
Master Mold.
Yep, you are both correct.
But to fertilize those
Fertilize.
sentinels, it was Master Bader.
Wait, I thought it was Chris.
Oh well. Oh, Chris. Chris, you took a shot. Chris will shoot back, and you won't be able to put it on air.
He
All
took
right.
a shot about you taking a shot
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
as you watch us taking shots.
That's it.
Mhm.
All right.
All right. God, I had one a minute ago, and now I don't remember. Let's see. Let's do one easy. We want hard. Something to make you. All right. See, I already talked about that tonight too. Oh, and when Chris had brought up Adventure, I talked about the Legion first appeared in, Adventure 247 was their first appearance. What issue number, what book and issue number is the first appearance of the Molten Man?
Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's Amazing Spider-Man, but I want to say
It's a black cover. It's a black cover.
It's a cool cover.
Hard to get.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna say 32.
I want to say something like 67.
67. Well, you're going the wrong direction there. It's 28.
Yeah, I think 28. All right.
I
But
was
it is a
close.
cool cover.
My cover's okay, but yeah, that book, man, to find that in really nice shape with that black cover, that's that book is more pricey than the ones around it.
Yep.
Did you say you had another one, Sal?
Yep, it's an easy one.
All right. Well, we'll keep the chain going then, because I got
Okay.
another one. Who was the first superhero to die in comics history?
Wow.
And a bonus point if you say not only say who it was, but if you say what comic it happened in.
I want to say Captain Marvel. Not the Shazam, but the Captain Marvel from Marvel Universe. Marvel.
Not to be confused with Carvel.
Great ice cream place.
Yes.
Fudgy the Whale died in issue number.
Fudgy the Whale.
He died.
I don't remember.
69.
I don't remember what issue number it is. 169.
He was eaten to death.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it was Bucky. Captain America.
But was he classified as a superhero at that point?
I would think he was.
Okay.
I know the last two issues of the Golden Age run of Cap were weird. They were weird tales or something like that.
Yeah. Mr. Keith's got an answer.
Cap 57, Bucky. Ooh. I don't know. That's my guess.
Well, we'll go back to there. All of you are completely wrong. Well, Bucky didn't really they didn't show that Bucky died until Avengers 4, right?
I don't know.
I think it was Avengers 4, because that's when they brought him into the Silver Age, and that's when they showed, this is what happened. This is why, because they didn't show him going in the ice or anything until that book.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
The first character in comics history to die was the Comet in Pep Comics issue 17 from 1941.
Wow.
He got shot.
He got shot.
An inauspicious death. But yeah, so maybe, who knows? Maybe that's a grail to keep an eye out for at Baltimore. Hey, here's the first death of a character in comics, of a superhero in comics history.
Okay.
Well, that's certainly more affordable than the first Archie, which also was in Pep Comics.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. All right. What was Chris's comment? Did you want to put that up?
Oh, he said, what was Jay Garrick Flash's street number in Flash 123?
Oh, I don't know that.
I have no idea.
Don't know.
I have no idea. Hit us with
the answer. All right. Do we want to go another round, or are we good?
You
You
said you had another one.
You said you had another one. Right?
I do, and it's absolutely easy. You guys will score this right away. Who starred as the Punisher in the first feature film?
That's Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's an easy one.
I
told you.
I love the line that he had in it when they had him like chained up. The bad guys had him chained up, and the woman that's in charge of the mob's walking out the door, and he goes, "Hey," and she turns around, and he just looks at her and goes, "Have a nice day."
That's the catch line. That's his catchphrase. All right. House number what? 5252.
I never would have guessed that.
Chris,
I would not have either. That is obscure.
yeah, I'll give Chris another obscure. Chris, do you know the address that Clark Kent's address in Metropolis during the 70s when he was broadcasting for WGBS and he was an anchorman? What his address was? Chris may know. I'm not asking you all that. I'm asking Chris.
Okay, I was gonna say because there's zero chance that either one of us knows that without looking.
Yeah, because I know that one, but let's see if Chris knows that. But that's for Chris. For y'all, I'll give you an easy one. Jay Garrick. We know how Barry Allen got his powers, right? Lightning bolt. How did Jay Garrick get his powers?
Oh, I know.
I told you it's easy. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna say from Mercury got a speed or something like that.
It's
the
from
hell,
hard water.
He inhaled hard water.
Oh, okay.
He inhaled hard water. And that's how he got snorting it.
As opposed to your mother who was inhaling something else that's hard.
That's right. All right, Chris.
That's
you
about what superpower she got. Is hepatitis.
Chris,
no, sir.
344 Clinton Street was his apartment building.
Mr. Keith got it. Hard water.
Hard water. That's right.
Because I just remember that because it's such a
weird. It's
such a stupid origin.
How does that give you super
like
speed?
what is it? What does that have to do with the other thing?
I don't. It was like it was a chemical or whatever, but it was called hard water, and he was inhaling it. And Jay Garrick was on his college football team and went from scrub to stud with his super speed.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I think then we could go ahead and wrap up the Comics Unleashed version tonight. But stick around, folks, because we got
you want to know the score?
Showcase.
Yeah, let's see the score.
Yeah, let's do the score.
Sal got 2 points.
Oh, 2. I got like a big fat 0.
And me and Gary tied at 5 apiece.
I suck.
That's good.
Oh well.
I'll take that. That's very legitimate. I'll take a tie with Dan any day.
There you go. Mr. Keith said he drank a lot of hard water in the summer of 2019.
Yeah.
But you don't have any superpowers, do you, Mr. Keith? So call shenanigans on that, huh? that origin story.
Hard water would be a band name.
Yeah,
that would be great.
Yeah, that'd have to be a straight edge band name.
Hard water.
All right, folks. We're gonna wrap up Codex Station's Comics Unleashed After Dark version.
Chris, don't go away. We got Showcase, man. We
got Showcase. Where the code word tonight is
appropriate comments.
Code word for the Showcase, Gary?
Oh, earlier I asked what made the dream work, and somebody said cocaine. What makes the dream work? Teamwork.
All right, folks. I'm your host tonight, Sal the Slab Guy. Down below is Dan the Man Kelly. Of course, over here on this side of me is the Ric Flair of comics, the Library of Comics, Uncle Gary himself. Thanks, folks, but stick around. We've got his showcase coming up. However, we will see you guys next week, and stand by for Uncle Gary's opener. Here we go.
righty.
You need to see this guy.
All righty. Showcase time. It's really cocaine.
Cocaine.
Chris has a similar substance, but different. So good. So, there you go. I guess maybe there are 3 right answers to this. All right.
And like I said, I guess it depends on what dreams you're after.
So, yeah, fleeting dreams or ones that can affect your psyche forever. Well,
Lieutenant Diane.
It's teamwork, and it's going to be a team up book. And since Chris is here, we're going to start with a book I got from him because I had a real dog copy of this title of this particular book, and I've got a nice copy thanks to Chris.
Nice.
So it's going to be Marvel Team Up. So this is from
Annual?
Chris. Yep, this is annual 1. So this was one of the early appearances of the new X-Men, and my copy was pretty beat up. So I am proud to have a nice copy from the Chris collection that'll stay with my collection. So thank you, Chris. So I'm going to showcase some Marvel team ups. I finished this series a few weeks ago. It's 150 issues and 7 annuals, and I have them all now. So it's so there we go. There's number 1. Nice enough copy of number 1.
Absolutely.
Yep. Number 2 will have to be upgraded. This one is beat. So I will upgrade number 2. So it's got some damage to it. So 2 will get upgraded, but in the meantime, that's complete, baby.
Check that one off.
Yep, but it's done. 3 is an early, I think is just the after Spidey 101 and 102.
Yeah, 101, yeah.
Yeah, this is the next Morbius appearance.
The 3rd appearance of Morbius.
Yep. And
I got that one.
Yep, very good. And the green cover is kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
Spider-Man, the X-Men, number 4 there.
And the artwork on Spider-Man, the pose on him, that artwork is great.
Yeah, Gil Kane. Let's go, Kane.
Yeah.
All right. Number 5 was Spidey and the Vision.
That's what was cool about this book was, I mean, he would have the team ups with, the big time characters, but he would have team ups with characters that didn't really get the spotlight on their own.
Right.
Yep.
A lot of them, Vision didn't have a logo to put up there. They had to come up with one for him.
Yeah, well, let's see. At that point, I wonder if he was on the Avengers books yet, because in the 20-cent Avengers books, he was in the corner box. So,
well, no, I meant the logo where it says.
Oh, that logo.
Yeah, or when the issue,
the corner box. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, like the issue that Cannonball was in there.
Yep.
It's the only they had to come up with a logo for Cannonball, and that's the only time that it got used.
Very true. Here's Marvel Team Up 6. Yeah, it was Marvel's Brave and the Bold, and as a big aficionado of Brave and the Bold, I figured, why don't I collect the Marvel version? So there's 7, Spider-Man and Thor.
Nice.
Yep, the Gil Kane to cocaine. I don't know. Spider-Man and the Cat. There's an early Cat appearance.
Excelsior.
Yeah.
And that was before she became
Tigra.
Tigra.
Yep. There's a pretty cool Spider-Man Iron Man cover.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Spidey and the good Kang cover. Number
Kang.
10.
How many issues of that did not have Spider-Man? Because I know most of them did, but some of them were like the Human Torch and someone else.
I'm going to say under 10. I'm going to say under 10.
Nice.
Spidey and the Humans. Spider-Man and the Werewolf.
Nice.
Yep. Because 2 of the last ones I needed that I have in a separate stack here. So
it's funny that they went by Werewolf and not Werewolf by Night.
Yep, I know. So we're taking a side journey. These are the ones I just got to finish things.
Oh, nice.
And the Black Panther.
Yep.
Spider-Man and Daredevil.
Nice.
Very cool.
That's cool.
So these books here finished it. So here, because this is what we're talking about, Human Torch and the Son of Satan.
Yeah.
So that's the Torch. And another Human Torch. Human Torch and Doctor Strange.
Yep.
And then I had this one, but I had a Whitman version, and I don't count Whitman as the real deal. So I got that. So that was 60. So these four here were what I needed to finish the title, and I just showed them because two of them were Human Torch ones. So
and that was kind of around the time Marvel was trying to push Human Torch as a solo character, right? Because he had his own.
He had a
short
series briefly,
series.
yeah, maybe 10 issues.
There's a great Namor cover that's on that series. It's like an homage to the original Human Torch and Namor.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Absolutely. So I figured this would interest you, Dan. There's 13,
Nice.
Spider-Man and Cap.
Yeah, it's a good one.
14, Spider-Man and Submariner. Who we just
Savage
talked about.
Submariner.
Yep. Spidey and Ghost Rider. I believe this is the first appearance of the Orb in here.
Oh,
too,
that's cool.
I think. Yep. 15. And there's someone else we talked about today, Captain Marvel.
Right.
Sal mentioned.
Such a great, all-time great costume.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's the Captain Marvel book 35 or 55. It's a great Jim Starlin cover where he's coming at you in space. Oh, love that cover. There's 17, Spider-Man and Mr. Fantastic. You didn't get the whole team, just read. And then 18, here's another Torch and the Hulk.
Yep.
So let's see, 19, Spidey and Kazar and Stegron, an early Stegron appearance. So we're going to jump now. So that was the first, if you count that and the Black Panther one I showed you, that's the first 20. So here's a kind of a little big deal book.
Oh, yeah.
And this book is nice shape too.
Yeah, that's the first U.S. appearance of Captain Britain. It's cover by George Perez, interior art by John Byrne.
Yep.
Did Claremont write that?
I think so. Yes, he did.
Yeah, Claremont wrote it too. Yeah, that's a great one.
Yep. So here's Arcade and the other, and I really like that Captain Britain costume.
Yeah, that was badass. That's such a cool suit.
I like that a lot. So we're going to jump up a little bit. I think there's 67, Spider-Man and Tigra. So the cat's now Tigra. Craven on there. Really cool Man-Thing cover.
Nice.
68. And this
wonder if Brandon of Mon Comics has got that one.
I bet he does.
He does, actually. Yeah.
There's Spider-Man and the Falcon, 71 with Cap on it.
That's cool.
Yeah. When dies the legend. And I think this is a great cover. It's Layton and Byrne. John Byrne and Layton on that.
Against Whiplash.
Yep, absolutely. All right, so 73. 74 is interesting on who Spider-Man teams up with. That is the most bizarre team up ever. Can y'all hazard a guess?
I know who it is.
I do not know.
It's the Saturday Night Live.
Oh, I have that. I have that issue.
It's the original SNL cast.
Yep. Isn't that something?
The not ready for primetime players.
The not ready for primetime players. Yep.
Yep. So just how bizarre is that? So that's 74.
So I remember a line in that, or a panel in that, where he's fighting the Silver Samurai, and the samurai's like, "Oh, this guy's got some skill, but he's still an amateur," and just smacks John Belushi away.
This book is a little pricier because it's a Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Introducing Mockingbird.
Well, she'd been around before, but that was the first time she became Mockingbird.
Right. Her first appearance was in one of the Marvel magazines. Yeah. So that was her first appearance. It was in a Marvel magazine. One of the black and whites. There's Sal's buddy.
Oh yeah.
Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck.
I don't think so. That's a hard pass for me.
This is also nice shape, and it's also got some value because it's might be the second Taskmaster. Yeah. And there's Kazar again, and Big Head.
Kazar, no Spidey or
Duck.
Yep, the Hulk and Kazar. That's right. So, this one I got not long ago, but no, it's pretty.
Oh yeah, there you go. I have that one too. I got that one slab, baby.
Yeah, look at that condition.
It's nice.
What's your slab? What's your grade on your slab?
9.0.
Woo! Yeah, the 9.0. That's probably what this is. I bet it's
That
close.
looks good. That looks
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah.
And you know what mine is?
A 0?
Non-existent.
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 Here's the
That's a cool cover. Was
the
that the
Rambo? Yeah, Monica Rambo
Oh,
captain.
yeah.
Is that,
Was she
is that unicorn they're fighting?
Unicorn. Yep, bunch of unicorns.
what was she called by at that point? Was she Photon
Captain
or
Marvel.
Captain Marvel at that point?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was Captain Marvel, and then she was Photon, and then she was Spectrum,
Yeah.
and I can't remember what she's at. Is she still Spectrum? I can't remember what she's at now.
Don't know.
No. So there's the aforementioned Cannonball logo that Dan talked
There you
about.
go.
It's such
Which
a
is
cool
awesome.
logo, and it's never
Mhm.
got used other than that one issue.
Yeah. You know, there was some other book. There's some other book that had Cannonball in it and had a logo and wasn't the same. I can't remember what it is right now, but there's another book and that had Cannonball on the cover using a logo. And I thought of you when we first discussed this, and I can't remember what it is right now. And then this was the last issue. Really
It
cool.
wasn't
Yeah.
2-in-1, was it?
I don't think so, but maybe. I just can't remember right now. But I'll have to if I come across again. But anyway, really cool.
Yeah, last issue there.
Last issue. It looks like Barry Windsor Smith cover. So
I have that one too. I'm looking it up right now.
yeah, and that's the last issue of that. So there you go. That's
You are correct. Barry Windsor Smith was the cover artist.
very good. So those are highlights from Marvel Team Up, 150 issues plus 7 annuals, and I completed that just a month ago. So
And those were mostly 1-issue stories, but they would occasionally do 2-issue ones because
right.
like you showed the Captain Britain one was 2 issues. I know there was one with Iron Fist, I think, that was 2 issues where they fought Steel Serpent.
Yeah, there's a few. There's a few that went so, and then there's
And the
some
one with Wasp. I think there was a 2-issue one with
Yes,
Wasp. And they
there
fought
was.
Knox.
And there were some with 2 issues that brought in other characters. Yeah. I love Cannonball. Yeah. I know you do, Chris. He's a funny guy. My buddy, my pal.
So I
One and the
remember
only.
the Montgomery County Fairgrounds, or the Montgomery County Fair was what happened in one year, and they were I'm not sure if it was a comic book store or somebody. They were handing out some free comic books, and I picked up Marvel Team Up number 145. It's the picture of Spider-Man and Iron Man with just their faces with Whiplash in the center.
Oh yeah.
And I got that's
Nice.
it. That's the one. That's one of the 2 that I got. I forget what it was, but I got that one for free. So
Free comics.
free comics, kids.
Free comics.
Yep.
The first one's always free.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And after that, you're paying for it, kids.
First hit's free.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then you get addicted. Then it's saving all your money to buy pay hundreds of dollars for books that say 10 cents on them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's paper crack.
And then you go in the cons looking to do trades. Hey, I
Yeah,
got this.
yeah.
Are you looking for this? I
Can I show you something?
This. Yep.
Yep.
This worth something to you? This worth something to you? Hey, kid,
Absolutely.
this worth something to you? All right, folks. I think we can go ahead and put this one to bed. It's 1:19 a.m. out here where we're at. And I think it's time for us to go ahead and sign off and hit the bricks, you might say.
Hit the bricks.
Hit the bricks. Once again, I'm Sal the Slab Guy. I'm your host tonight. Jamie is off for the night. I hope he had a good night off. When I'm not here on Codex, you can always find me on Sal's Comic Corner on YouTube and the Slab Guy 77 on Instagram. Down below is Dan the Man Kelly. You can always find him on at Dan Kelly Art on Instagram. He's got some good stuff. He's a registered certified CGC artist, so you can get a one-of-a-kind slab from him. You should do it. It's got some good stuff. And, of course, right next to me on this side, over here, is the Ric Flair himself.
Woo!
There we are.
Yeah.
The curator of the Library Comics, Uncle Gary. And you can always find him here.
Comic Logic.
at Comic Logic in Ashburn,
Yep.
Virginia. Loudoun County's only comic book store.
That's right.
Definitely something to check out. All right, folks. We'll see you next week. I hope you have guys a good night and a good rest of the weekend.
Thanks for hanging with us. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Get
There's-
goals.
There you go, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. Good night, Mr. Keith.